and gone.
Driving.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Twin Cities Sports Talk. Got a short episode today, just getting through some prediction stuff, talking a little bit about Twins opener yesterday. Because we were there, my wife, Trevor, obviously co-host, you guys know him well. We were all there supporting the Twins in the 28, 30-degree weather, and I should start with this. I'm a bit under the weather, people. I'm a bit sick, so if you can tell, that's a bit why. So that's also why we're keeping it short here. The Wild have a game day today, Twins game 2. I don't honestly know if Minneapolis got some snow or anything. I hope not, because that would make playing baseball pretty dang hard. It is going to be warmer than yesterday's game. It looks like to be 38, 39 degrees at first pitch tonight. So Mick Abel on the mound for the Twinkies in game 2, and I'm excited to watch Twins pull off an empathetic 10-4 win yesterday. Most runs the Twins have scored in an opening day game since 2021, I think, or was it 2023? Anyway, it's been a few years. Opening day has been a little bit of a struggle, at least for home openers' sake. Let's talk last night. Wolves played the 76ers. Anthony Edwards was in. Obviously, Jaden's still battling an injury. It was a healthy game. Joel Embiid played for the Sixers. It was a hard-fought game. Wolves ended up losing that one, 115-103. Made a push at the end, but then Kelly Oubre would not miss a three at the end of the game there and kind of just iced it for the most part. But people, if you have been paying attention to our points categories and the whole prediction segment as a whole, this is getting crazy, people. Absolutely crazy. Because about a week ago, Trevor, well, let's back up even more. About 3 weeks ago, Trevor was down in the point category on the very right side of the screen here. He was down in the point category about 45 to 14. I had 45. He had 14. He nailed a few basketball predictions. And then March Madness came around, and Trevor dominated me in March Madness. And then Trevor actually pulled ahead here. So 2 nights ago, the score was 59-53. This is getting crazy because 2 nights ago, I predicted a Wild score correctly in their last game against Vancouver. I said the Wild win 5-2. That's 3 points in the point category. But then last night, I got another score prediction in the good old Wolves game. I said the Wolves would lose 112-104, and yes, that's not a perfect score prediction, but we do a thing here because it's insanely improbable to guess a basketball score, obviously. But Wolves, if we get within 3 points of each score, it can't just be one, both of the scores within 3 points, the whole Wolves season is almost over, and we've only had this happen 3 times now, including this. So this is the 3rd time this has happened. Wolves, I said 112-104. Barely in reach there. I got a little bit worried at the end because the Wolves were making a push, but both scores within 3 points, 8 points in the point category for me. And Trevor was just up after a long time of being down. And now I am up by 5 points, 64-59 in the point category. So I'm just excited. I was so hyped. And I was actually getting kind of worried because the Wolves, like I said, were making a little bit of a push. Trevor's score prediction, he actually had the Sixers, he had 118, so that's within 3 points. But if the Wolves kept scoring, I was going to get a little bit worried that he would get the score prediction. Either way, Trevor also did pick up the win last night when he said the Wolves would lose. We both, actually, I did not check on this, but either way, I said Maxey on the Sixers would have 3+ steals. He didn't have any. The Wolves were not. The narrative with the Wolves is very careless with the basketball sometime. Wolves only had 12 turnovers, which still got to cut that down a little bit. But at halftime, they only had 3 turnovers. So props to you, Minnesota. You did good. Bones Highland was evident last night. He played fantastic. Yes, Trevor, he did not get his player prediction either. He also said Maxey would have 25+ points and 5 assists. Wrong on both of those, I'm pretty sure. Either way, 2 wrong answers for us. So I boost myself ahead. We both pick up the win in the record category here. It's getting good people. Points categories keeps kind of flipping around all the time here. So it's gonna keep getting interesting. And we'll keep you guys entertained with that because I mean we have a lot of fun doing it no matter what. We'll get to our wild game here in a bit. The wild right now playing an hour and a half from when I'm recording this. Just wanted to, and then also the final four today. We're not going to be making predictions because Trevor's not on the show today. We kind of wanted to both be on if we were going to make predictions. So we're good without making predictions, but national championship. If I had to make a pick, I got UConn and I got Michigan. Michigan they took out my boys at Tennessee. Um, Michigan's a force that is not to be reckoned with. I'll tell you that. But UConn's also they're a top dog, and Illinois is a bit young. I don't think Illinois can continue the run they've been on as the 3 seed, but it's been a fun run for them for sure. Um, anyways, let's talk Twins opener last night. Obviously, the power outage was funny. It was weird. So the first pitch did get delayed for an hour, which kind of sucked because a lot of people got there pretty dang early for the hats, which if you guys didn't see these hats, actually pretty dang nice. I mean, the Twins come out with a really nice hat each year, but this hat is specifically like my wife really loves it. Um, she likes the baby blue, and I wish the Twins would bring back a baby blue jersey of some aspect. But really nice hats. I mean, Trevor will most likely be wearing his on the show. He likes wearing the winter hats every now and then. But either way, it kind of sucked having to wait that extra hour. We waited 3.5 hours till first pitch in the cold and rain there. So not fun there. But and then the first 4 innings, Twins did not do anything until Luke Keyshaw broke the no hitter in the 4th inning with a single, which kind of boosted the Twins to tie the game in the fourth, 3-3. Bailey Ober, better start than the first game. It really was. And I'm not going to look into his velocity much. It's going to be something we're going to talk about on the show more and more because it is a little bit worrisome if he can't get that velocity up. I mean, I think it was Williamson that really showed. I think it was the third RBI that they drove in. It was the double that went right in the left center gap where Bailey is an 88.5 mile per hour fastball, full count, right down the middle. I mean, he couldn't be put on a tee any better. And whoever it was, Williams or Williamson, um, yeah, he smoked it. He smoked it right through the gap, and it's just Bailey in some aspects was not great. But one big thing, props to the gosh dang bullpen. Eric Orzi got out of a few jams. Bailey only went 4 innings. Orzi had 2 nice innings, only allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, had a few base runners, but got out of a jam. He did his stuff. Justin Topa, it wasn't great. Let up a few hits. Did have the 2 strikeouts, which was nice. But then Cody Funderburk came in 2 pitches, got the last out there in the 7th, I think. Yeah, and then Anthony Bonda, he struggled right away. The first 2 pitches in the dirt, hit a guy, went past Jeffers, so the guy was on second. But after that, hunkered down. He let up the run, but after that, hunkered down. And then Cody Lawyerson. Oh my gosh, people, you see that 2-seamer sinker, whatever you want to categorize it as, that thing runs in on a righty like no other. And that is a very, very good pitch. Maybe he had a little bit more spin on it with a little bit of wet with the rain. I don't know, but usually his pitches are not that nasty on like the inside of the plate. And the field at that point was a mud pit. So I was getting worried about the player's safety, but they kind of needed to finish the game. Back to the lineup, though. Biggest thing from last night, this is Matt Wallner aside. We are not counting Matt Wallner. The lineup pulled so many good at-bats last night. So many good at-bats. If I count, the Rays walked 6 batters in this game, and that's obviously what propelled the Twins to a grand slam from Tristan Gray. And all I got to say here, I'm not going to get in depth, but all I'm going to say is Tristan Gray. Well, actually, let me flip it around. Brooks Lee, you better start playing your butt off, or else Tristan Gray is going to coast along with this shortstop spot. And then on top of it, Kalen Culpepper is going to come up and take it from you two. Brooksley, you better get your game in check here. Either way, a few hits from everyone last night. Not everyone, but Keyshaw had the – oh, they did. Oh, let's go. All right, little background here, people. I said in my game one predictions that Luke Keyshaw would have 2 hits. His second hit was an infield hit where the guy bobbled it and could scoop it, but I thought they would categorize it as an error, E4. No, actually, they counted it as a hit, so I'm going to get that prediction. Either way, Josh Bell was great. Josh Bell is off to a fantastic start of the year. 1 double, 2 hits, Jeffers with a hit, Marnick with a hit. But then the biggest thing is the walks. Royce Lewis in a big spot gets the walk in the 7th, along with Larnick, setting up for that grand slam. And then the tough part about yesterday, Byron Buxton leaves in his 3rd at bat after getting smoked right in the, I think it was the back arm, kind of right where Luke Keyshaw got hit last year. So it sucks, Byron. I'm sorry. You just can't stay on the field. It's not your fault. It sucks. But for Twins fans, expect Byron to be out for a decent chunk here, which, yeah, that really sucks for sure. All right. That's the Twins game. Twins play again tonight, night game. Mick Abel on the mound. All right. Last thing before I get going for today. Wild Senators. Wild are playing the Senators. Senators, good year. 39, 26, and 10. One thing I'll say before I predict, Ottawa is very, very, very injury rattled right now. They are coming off a big win against Buffalo, and Buffalo's been one of the best teams in the league. They beat them 4-1. This team, Ottawa's very, very injury rattled right now. I'm going to go through. There's 6 guys on the injured list. Tyler Klevin, he's up. He's week to week. He's not going to be playing. And if I say these names wrong, people don't flame me in the comments. Carter Yakimchuk, concussion, doesn't have a timeline for his lineup. I would say no tonight. Thomas Chabot, I don't know. I have actually never heard of him, but there's nothing on him right now. Will be out of action for at least 4 weeks. Oh, okay, yeah, he's out as of like a week ago. Dennis Gilbert. Now I know he's not a big threat no matter what. He's out for a few weeks. He's out. Nick Jensen, bit more of a trustworthy guy. Yeah, but he's the one that I think he had knee surgery, so he's out. And then Jake Sanderson, game time call against Minnesota, and that's a big one. Jake Sanderson is one of their more bigger playmakers. Let me check how many assists he has. I know he moves the puck around well. Yes, yeah. Wow, there we go. 37 assists for Jake Sanderson this season, 11 goals, big threat, plus minus of 9. So he's a big one, but he's a upper body game time call versus Minnesota today, which it is in an hour. So we'll definitely see on that. As for my predictions, the Wild are going in healthy. They looked great last game. I got the Wild. Also, I'm going to tag up on Trev here. 4-2. That's what I was going to say. There's Trevor's prediction. Kaprizov goal with 3+ shots on goal. As for my player prediction, I will say this. Boldy was great last game. I'm going to say Boldy and Kaprizov. I can't. I can't type right now. Boldy and Kaprizov, 2+ points combined. So there we go. There's our predictions, people. And that's the episode. Everyone, go subscribe to the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify. I'll see you tomorrow for more episodes of Twin Cities Sports Talk.